Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Tuesday, and of course, this is Election Day. Of course, this is November the 5th. And anyway, I hope you had a great Monday. I hope you had a great. Hope you were able to get a good start on this week. With being Monday, and hope that you were able to hopefully put your best foot forward and get it started in the right way. But even if you came up a little short, God has now blessed us, with the breath to breathe here on this Tuesday morning. And I certainly hope and pray that this morning finds you feeling well. Hope that you're well rested and ready to tackle the opportunities that God has given us, on this Tuesday morning. This morning, I want to share a devotional with you entitled, Our Hope is in God. In Psalm 39, verse 7, it says, "And so, Lord, where do I put my hope? My only hope is in you." For many people, voting is an act of hope. Their candidates' campaign vision and promises for the future, of the country resonate with them. They imagine living in a vastly improved nation, where, the major issues that, they care deeply about are resolved. And so they see their candidate as the bright, shining hope, for making such a future, possible. People who are a little more cynical, might suggest that, a candidate's campaign vision and promises, for the future, should be taken with a heaping, teaspoon of salt. And they might point out that, even in the best case scenario, the changes that a politician, can make are temporary at best. Now, even if the cynics are right, that doesn't excuse believers from, participating in the electoral process. As Christians, it's our duty to be the salt and light, in the world, actively spreading the gospel and praying fervently for, a spiritual revival in our country. As part of that duty, it's essential that we exercise our right to vote and to support candidates who we believe, will uphold the values that we find in Scripture. Of course, there is no perfect candidate. You're not going to find one. Let's make that clear. Our task is to find the one whose views are, as close to a biblical worldview as possible. Now, that may be difficult sometimes, but we must do it, because I do believe, and I say this with as much emphasis as I can, that is our responsibility to vote as Christians. I mean, if you want to do your duty, as an American citizen, as a follower of Jesus Christ, inform yourself on the issues and then vote wisely. But keep your hope where it belongs, in God. In Hebrews chapter 13, verses 5 and 6, it says, "For God has said, I will never fail you. I will never abandon you." So we can say with confidence, "The Lord is my helper, so I will have no fear. What can mere people do to me?" You see, God didn't fail Elijah, in his contest with the prophets of Baal. He didn't abandon Daniel in the lion's den, or Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, in the fiery furnace. And he will not fail or abandon you in your darkest hour. You see, God he's never broken a promise. His record is spotless. I mean, he knows better than we do, what is ultimately best for us. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 23 tells us, it says, "Let us hold tightly without wavering in the hope we affirm, for God can be trusted to keep his promise." You see, God can be trusted in his promise, and he keeps his promises. I mean, if you believe that, listen, you can vote or you can make other important decisions, in life with confidence, knowing that your hope is in God, not in the government or anything else. And that's why we can say with the psalmist said in Psalm 33, verses 20 through 22, We put our hope in the Lord. He is our help and our shield. In him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. Let your unfailing love surround us, Lord, for our hope is in you alone. And that's where our hope lies. It's in God. We can trust God because God will never fail us. He'll never abandon us, as the word says. So anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Tuesday morning. Hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, Angie and I, we love you guys and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.